Coming up, you can find out why Spokane Public Schools are considering fining students for this legal activity.
And you can also find out why the WSU dining service is making food fit for royalty.
Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Malou Santos.
And I'm Yolanda Lee. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The Edward R. Murrow College of Communication is launching a program to help secure jobs after students graduate. Murrow advisor Rick Boyce says the course is called Launchpad and it's designed to help students learn interviewing skills, and they will also be providing resume advice. Boyce will be doing one-on-one coaching outside of the class to support each student's individual development.
Several departments of Washington State University were awarded a federal grant worth over $1 million to establish a center for rural opioid prevention. Faculty will be focused on providing training and technical assistance to rural Washington communities combating the opioid crisis.
In this spooky time of year, WSU is taking the time to emphasize safety. Murrow News 8 reporter Celeste Harms reports on how this university event is promoting health and security on campus.
#BeSafeCougs, the simple message driving WSU's second annual Safety, Health, and Security Fair. The event coordinators hope it educates students, faculty, and community members.
There's a lot of really great resources available to students, staff, and faculty, so just making sure that they're well educated on what's available and just connecting them with resources that will help them out.
The fair included more than 55 vendor tables providing information and quick classes in yoga, martial arts, healthy eating, and more. The fair offered new additions this year, including a blood drive. 33 students signed up to donate. The organizers say they marketed the fair more heavily this year and are proud of how the event has grown.
I think there's an increase in people coming every year, which is great.
The fair used all types of methods to capture students' interest. They advertised online, they offered free classes, free food, and free prizes. And they also lined the Cub stairs with fun little signs like these two to advertise the event, pique students' interest, and draw them upstairs to check it out. Prominent university figures such as President Kirk Schultz spoke at the event.
It's not just so that people don't get hurt in the workplaces. We're in a safe environment. I think people tend to excel.
The organizers felt the event was a success and said students walked away feeling empowered.
I'm really excited about the fact that we have brought so much awareness to the students that we're here to help. We've covered everything that we can on safety, security, and health.
Celeste Harms,
As always, go Cougs.
Murrow News 8.
Tonight, the staff at Southside Cafe is trying to transport their customers back to medieval times. Logan Plant joins us now from outside Southside Cafe. So, Logan, what's going down at the dining hall?
Hey Malou, well tonight the folks at Southside Cafe are trying to transport their diners back to the medieval times, and that's because tonight is the Festival for the People, a medieval themed experience with food, games, and more. Now this event is not supposed to replicate some of the more violent things we're used to seeing in Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. It's supposed to mimic a quiet, peaceful medieval town. You can see here behind me we even have some live music provided by the Kamiak Woodwind Quintet. Now, Southside Cafe manager Eddie Aguilar tells me that they started planning this event over the summer and that he and his team love putting on events for their diners about once a semester. In fact, he's already got an idea for next year's event, which, without giving away too much, it could take place outside. Now, as for what I'm sure you're all wondering about, the food. Tonight here at Southside, they're serving things like huge turkey legs like this, pork belly, spinach cakes, and other savory desserts, all on these nice little wooden platters. It looks delicious, and why don't we take a bite here? That's a really good turkey leg. Reporting live from Southside Cafe, I'm Logan Plant.
The University of Idaho has announced its enrollment has flattened. The college says that 85 students have enrolled system-wide for the 2019 fall semester. U of I officials also say that both full-time and part-time enrollment of Idaho residents has dropped about 4%.
Spokane Public Schools are considering fining students for vaping. They held a presentation and discussion on the topic Wednesday night. And according to KREM says, school leaders expressed concerns about the potential measure, saying that many were concerned about equality, saying that the fines and other penalties would hurt lower-income students more. According to district data, Spokane Public Schools, there was almost 500 tobacco-related incidents compared to the 200 incidents the 2 years prior. According to the presentations, current actions range from meeting with students' assistance professionals to short-term suspensions. If Spokane Public Schools approve this measure, then students could receive a $103 fine. The board will meet again November 6.
Up next, find out which WSU athlete received a prestigious award.
When Murrow News 8 continues.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Hey, thanks for your patience. Thank you so much.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Welcome back to Murrow News 8. I'm John Lee for Sports Today. The Nationals entered last night's game with 1-0 series lead, but will it last? Alex Bergman would tie things up in the bottom of the first with 2-run home run. Same score as we jump to the 7th. Kurt Suzuki rubbed this Justin Verlander fastball into the Crawford boxes to take the lead. Later in the inning, Bregman airmailed first, giving up another run. The Nats win the game 12-3, taking a 2-0 series lead. The Sounders are Western Conference Finals bound. Seattle played Real Salt Lake in the conference semi last night, where Nico Rodero nearly got on the board with this long-range miss off the post. To the 64th minute, where Gustav Svensson scored on a near-post runner to give Seattle a 1-0 lead. Nico Rodero would get his goal in the 81st minute with this transitional opportunity, finishing off the Real Salt Lake 2-0, sending the Sounders to their third conference title game in 4 seasons. WSU Redshirts junior golfer Emily Baumgart named Women's Player of the Year for 2019 by Washington Golf. Baumgart was helping the team to finish in 5th place and led the Cougars in all 3 fall tournaments this season. She will be honored at the 89th Washington Golf annual meeting next Saturday at Sahalee Country Club in Sammamish, Washington. Congrats, Emily. Up next, Kevin Gonzalez has your weather. Stick around.
Welcome back. Kevin Gonzalez has today's weather. Kevin, what can we expect out there?
Thanks, Malou. Well, looking at today's forecast, you can see we have a high of 57 degrees today with a low of 39 degrees. And for those looking to get the sunset, it's supposed to happen in the next 6 minutes. So if you want to see it, I suggest going out and find a nice little spot to see it. Wind today has gone up to 12 miles per hour, and a string of days that have been super windy for us. If we go into our next day's forecast, we'll actually go up in temperature to 64 degrees. Despite the up in temperature, it will be raining outside though, and wind will be stronger at 18 to 23 miles per hour at night, with the sunset at 5:44. Looking at the state's map, as you can see, Spokane and Pullman actually have identical weathers for the day. Over here in the middle of the state, Tri-Cities are actually up to a 69 today, and Yakima is up to a 62. Also, for those in Ellsberg, just know that there is a wind advisory for you guys, so make sure to stay safe out there. On the West Coast, Seattle and Olympia are both around 60 degrees for the day. Going into our 5-day forecast, over the weekend, starting on Saturday, we'll start highs of 46 for us. Our highs will be in the 40s for the next few days. So for those of you wanting to go outside though, it will be sunny. Try to find maybe like a park or something to go out and enjoy yourselves. There is a possibility of rain coming out, not this Monday, but the Tuesday after, so keep that in mind. All right. And also, keep in mind for Saturday, there is the game happening. So even though it will be cold, you can stay inside to watch the game. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kevin. Murrow News 8 will be right back.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
All 39 Chinese citizens found died in refugee container truck in southeastern England. According to AP News, British police are getting assistance from Chinese embassy officials in London and placed in Belgium, where the truck's container was put on a ferry at the port of Zeebrugge and went to England.
Thank you so much for watching tonight. Be sure to watch our newscasts at nwpb.org/emanate and on Cable 8 at 7 and 10.
Don't forget, you can also follow more News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a good night.